Hello, man of God. My name is Pastor Kendrick Meredith, and welcome back to 180 Man, where we don't just talk about turning around, we actually do it. You know, we are men on a mission to turn back to God and back to God's purpose, His power, and the plans that He has for you. The message today is titled "The Strength to Stay When Walking Away Isn't an Option." It's not even an option. It's not on the table. Let's get into it. Brothers, we live in a generation right now full of escape artists. We're taught that when things get rough, when things get to the point where it's uncomfortable, that we can just jump ship. We can just walk away. We can quit our job. We can quit our marriage. We can quit our ministry. Heck, we can even quit ourselves. But that's not strength. That's avoidance. Real men don't just start strong, they finish strong. And this is very important. And let's be real here. It takes almost no effort at all to quit, but it takes everything in you to stay, especially when it's hard. In 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, verse 58, it says, "Be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the works of the Lord." You can't be moved. You know, you can't be movable in every time, things get messy. You need roots. See, roots don't run, they stay. They stay grounded. They stay. Look at men in the Bible that God used. In Noah, it was 120 years. It took 120 years of building to build an ark. People, 120 years of building while he was being mocked. Joseph, was falsely accused, but stayed faithful. Jesus stayed on the cross, even when he could have escaped. They didn't leave the process, they stayed. And because they stayed, watch what happened. Purpose was fulfilled. There's purpose in you, man of God. And sometimes you got to stay in order to see the manifestation of the purpose. Let me be clear. Stand does not mean you're stuck. It means you're committed. You're committed to the assignment, even when it's not convenient. Galatians, the 6th chapter, verse 9 says, "Don't grow weary in doing well, for in due season you'll reap a harvest if you don't faint." Let me tell you, your due season is coming, but it's only for those who stay committed. Let's talk about how to get strong enough to stay. Well, number one, daily prayer. Get in God's presence. Number two, wise men, getting around brothers who sharpen you. Number three, know your why. Why did God created you? What is your purpose on this earth? I keep my why beside me because every now and then I need to understand why. A lot of times I look at my why and it gives me meaning. Number four, stay in God's word. You need to find a Bible-believing, Bible-teaching church. You got to stay in God's word. You need to stay as a man of God. You need to stay in the presence of God. You need God's promises to fuel you. Here's number five, stay disciplined. Control your emotions, your thoughts, and your reaction. This isn't just survival. It's spiritual warfare. The Bible declares that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness, principalities, things in high places. And sometimes the urge to quit isn't about the problem, it's about the pressure. Let me tell you something, that's the enemy's whispering. You don't need this. You deserve better. You should give up. But hear me and hear me well. You don't need a way out. You need to dig in. God will give you strength to endure. In Isaiah, the 40th chapter, says, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not get weary." My brothers, what if the blessing is on the other side of staying? Stay with the vision. Stay with the family. Stay with your values. Stay with your faith. God doesn't reward runners. He rewards finishers. You got this. You got this. I'm telling you, you got this. You're not weak. You're wise enough to stay. And that's what it takes to be a real man. Listen, if you receive that, drop a comment, say something like, "I'm staying committed," right? Subscribe to 180 Man for more content just like this. Let's keep building strong men for God's glory. This is 180 Man. Let's turn it around and let's stay on the course. God bless you.